You know that amazing feeling after an intense workout. When you head straight to the sauna or steam room, most people think sweating more will boost weight loss and speed up recovery. But what if I told you that timing could make or break your results? I used to do the same thing. Hit the gym hard, then immediately jump into the sauna, thinking I was doing my body a favor. Then I came across research from Harvard Medical School and the University of Kuopio in Finland. That completely changed my perspective. The timing of when you use heat therapy after exercise matters far more than we ever imagined. Here is something that shocked me. A 20-year study tracking 2,300 people found that those who used saunas 4 to 7 times per week had a 66% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. But here is the catch. They did not go immediately after working out. They waited, recovered properly, and then enjoyed the heat therapy. Think about it. Have you ever felt dizzy or lightheaded after jumping into a sauna right after a hard workout? That is your body telling you something important. When you exercise intensely, your core temperature rises 1 to 2 degrees Celsius. Your heart rate is elevated, and your muscles are crying out for blood flow and nutrients. This is the golden window for muscle recovery, and it lasts about 30 to 90 minutes after your workout. Research from McMaster University in Canada compared two groups. One group entered the sauna immediately after high-intensity exercise, while the other waited 30 minutes. The immediate group saw their heart rate spike to 142 beats per minute, basically like doing another moderate workout. The group that waited had a much more manageable heart rate of around 110 beats per minute. Now here is where it gets really interesting. German researchers at the University of Freiburg studied 45 professional athletes and found that sauna use after strength training increased heat shock protein production by 32%. These proteins are crucial for repairing damaged muscle cells. But timing and temperature were everything. The best results came from spending 15 to 20 minutes in a moderate sauna at 60 to 70 degrees Celsius. Athletes who went into high-temperature saunas above 90 degrees immediately after working out actually delayed their muscle recovery by 18%. Why does this happen? When you work out, blood rushes to your muscles to deliver oxygen and nutrients. If you immediately expose your body to extreme heat, your blood vessels dilate and blood gets redirected to your skin to cool you down. This means less blood flow to the muscles that desperately need it for recovery. Research from the University of Texas shows that dehydration during this critical recovery window can reduce protein synthesis efficiency by up to 27%. So what about steam rooms? Many people assume steam rooms are gentler because of the lower temperature, usually around 40 to 60 degrees Celsius. But the high humidity, often reaching 80 to 100%, creates its own challenges. A study from Catholic University of Korea found that despite lower temperatures, the high humidity in steam rooms can actually make your heart work harder. Sweat does not evaporate efficiently in humid environments, so your body struggles more to regulate temperature. Heart rates in steam room users averaged 12 beats per minute higher than sauna users. Interestingly, this characteristic of steam rooms can be beneficial in specific situations. Research from the University of Copenhagen discovered that after light aerobic exercise, steam rooms increased skin blood flow by 58% and accelerated waste removal by 41%. For people with arthritis or chronic muscle pain, the moist heat of steam rooms penetrates deeper into tissues. A study of 120 patients with knee arthritis at Seoul National University Hospital showed that steam room therapy reduced pain by 34% and improved joint mobility by 28%. Let me bust a major myth right now. That weight you lose in the sauna? It is almost entirely water weight. Data from the National Institutes of Health shows you can lose half a kilogram to 1 kilogram per hour in a sauna. But once you rehydrate, it all comes back within 2 hours. Real fat loss is not happening in there. In fact, if you are dehydrated, your metabolism actually slows down. Research from the University of Sydney found that just 2% Dehydration reduces metabolic rate by 12% and fat burning efficiency drops by 19%. However, long-term sauna use can indirectly support weight management. A 20-year Finnish study found that regular sauna users had a 37% lower rate of metabolic syndrome and improved insulin sensitivity, making weight management easier over time. Dutch researchers discovered that consistent sauna use increased brown fat tissue activity by 23%. Brown fat burns calories to generate heat, which is exactly what you want. So what should you actually do? Here is your practical game plan. After your workout, wait at least 30 to 45 minutes. During this time, drink at least 500 milliliters of water. And eat a light snack with protein and carbs. Then, if you choose sauna, start at a lower temperature. Around 60 degrees Celsius for the first 5 minutes to let your body adapt. You can then move to 70 to 80 degrees, but keep total time under 20 minutes. Swedish research shows no additional benefits beyond 20 minutes, just increased dehydration risk. For steam rooms, start with lower temperature rooms like salt or clay rooms. Around 50 degrees Celsius, 10 to 15 minutes is sufficient. The moist heat is especially helpful if you have joint issues or muscle soreness. Here is a critical safety tip. Never go from extreme heat directly into cold water. This can cause dangerous blood pressure spikes. A Norwegian study found that heart patients who did this had a 3.7 times higher risk of arrhythmia. Always cool down gradually with lukewarm water first. Hydration is non-negotiable. You lose 300 to 500 milliliters of fluid during 15 minutes in a sauna. Drink at least 500 milliliters within 30 minutes of leaving, preferably an electrolyte drink to replace lost minerals. Age matters too. Japanese research on 200 elderly participants found that people over 60 should keep sauna temperatures below 70 degrees and limit sessions to 10 minutes. The risk of dizziness and fainting was 4.2 times higher in older adults with prolonged exposure. If you have diabetes, cardiovascular disease, or are pregnant, consult your doctor before using saunas or steam rooms. These conditions require extra precaution with heat therapy. Bottom line, saunas and steam rooms offer real benefits for circulation, stress reduction, muscle relaxation, and waste removal. But the key is timing. Wait at least 30 to 45 minutes after exercise, stay hydrated. Start with lower temperatures, and listen to your body. If something feels off, get out immediately. Your body is unique. What works for others might not work for you. Experiment with the 7-day program I mentioned. Track how you feel, adjust accordingly, and find your optimal routine. The perfect recovery strategy is not in a book or video. It is in your own experience. Start today. Give it 1 week following these guidelines, and I promise you will notice the difference. Less muscle soreness, better next day, energy, and safer, more effective workouts. If this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for more science-backed health tips. Drop your questions in the comments. Stay healthy.